Dear colleagues, thank you very much for your invitation to take part in your conference. And perhaps I should begin. Now I'm speaking about one of the most interesting site in Crimea, which I excavated till 2014, till the occupation of Crimea. This is Uch-Bash. The settlement of Uch-Bash is one of the points that arose on the shores of the Black Sea during the final Bronze Age, around the end of the 12th century BC. The settlement was found in the upper Sevastopol Bay in the South-Western Crimea on the right bank of the River of Chorna near its mouth. Here it is number 1, and here is the synchronous sites of the northern Black Sea coast and territory of Ukraine. The plateau where the settlement was located had steppe and something vertical slopes, which made it a natural fortress on the side of the sea. Here it is. And the river the sea and river, it is a Chorna River and upper Sevastopol Bay. Here it is. That flows through the Inkerman Valley and flows into Sevastopol Bay. Prior to anthropogenic changes and the construction of the Chornorichensky Reservoir of water, the river valley near Uch-Bash was swamped. This site. This site was badly damaged by the detonation of the Black Sea Fleet's ammunition depots during the retreat of the Primors army in 1942, which are located in the Inkerman adits just below the archaeological site. Here, this is a destruction site. Archaeological preventive excavations was carried out as part of the program to dispose of ammunition and explosives left over from World War II in Sevastopol and Kerch from 2005 to 2014. In March 2014, the site was captured by the Russian Federation as a garrison was destroyed and taken prisoner. So no work is currently underway on the site. This part of Crimea was not densely populated during the final Bronze Age. Currently, a number of settlements of the Belozerka culture, or so-called late Bronze Age culture of Crimea, which corresponds to the lower Dnieper variant of Belozerka culture, have been started. However, the material culture of Uch-Bash is different from the culture of Belozerka settlement. It has the characteristics features on the culture of the Thracian Hallstatt focused on development agriculture. In addition to Uch-Bash, several other settlements within easy reach are characterized by the relevant material complex. Sakharnogolovka settlement, which is located on the opposite bank of Chorna River, here is it, which is located closing a single fort. Here it is. And Balaklavski's settlement on the slopes of Balaklava Bay, here is it. At the other end of the pass through Inkermanska and Balaklavska Valley. This is valleys. Inkermanska, Karakobinska, Balaklavska. Probably all these settlements were connected in a system where Uch-Bash was the main fortress. This is part. Sakharnogolovka is an outpost controlled by the way from the steppe, from this side. And Balaklava has access to Balaklava Bay from the sea. And here it is a place of the modern place of Sakharnogolovka Valley, and this is enter to Balaklava Bay. If one of the side of the valley and sea Uch-Bash had natural protection, when on the land the Hercule Peninsula plateau descended smoothly in the direction of the hill of Malachov-Kurgan. From this side, Malachov-Kurgan is here. Yes, Malachov-Kurgan is here, and from this side, this is Hercule Peninsula. This is Hercule Peninsula. The first remains of ancient fortification were excavated in the 1940s by the expedition of Streletsky. However, he adopted the antiquity of these remains and did not publish them. This is the photo with the rests which Streletsky found in 1940s. However, he in 2006 and 2012 research revealed the remains of walls, an ancient entrance, and a ditch on the west side of the settlement. This is old plan of Uch-Bash by Streletsky. This is our plan of Uch-Bash, modern plan, and this is rests of Uch-Bash fortification which Streletsky proposed reconstruction, and this is our excavation, our western square of excavation, where we find old fortification which connected to the walls which Streletsky find in this side. The direction of the walls corresponded to the direction of the fortifications excavated in the 1940s. The context of the remains of the fortification allowed them to date from the older pre-Taurian period and of the 12th, first half of the 9th century BC to the end of the younger pre-Taurian period, approximately about mid of the 8th century BC. This is a plan of Western excavation square, which we made not so far. And this is a photo of the rest of the defensive walls. Two periods we can trace it back to the reconstruction of fortifications. The last one, stone fortifications, walls and probably entrance tower. And the earliest is a ditch and an entrance bridge. This is the walls, the rest of walls, additional fortifications near the ditch due to significant damage to the site during the World War II. The second could not be traced. The stone fortifications consists in two lines and of walls and probably a tower at the entrance gate, which was just beginning in the excavated. This is part of the first wall. This with stones is connected to the tower, corner of tower. This is wall and partly and this is wall. The stone fortification consists of two lines of walls and probably a tower. The walls were placed in a stream 40-70 centimeters deeper. Here it is, and here it is, here it is. On large foundation stones. They consist of large slabs and stones of large, medium and small rubble. The odd wall was two faces of masonry, between which this one face and second face, two faces, and small rubble between which stretched a hut of small rubble and bentonite clay. In this area was clay with small stones. The inner wall was a more complex construction with pine logs. Here it is, with pine logs up to 40 centimeters in diameter, which were charred during the fire. A clay building with small rubble and medium and large rubble on the main masonry. And in this picture you can see the upper part of the wall. This is after cleaning, the partly destruction wall, and this with stones is line in situ. The ditch had a semi-circular shape in cross section, and this is plan of fortification with direction of walls. This is these two faces of one walls. This is one, this is two. This is corner of tower, which is not excavated, and this is the second. And this is sections of these walls with previous projection. And ditch. The ditch has a semi-circular shape in cross section. Here it is. Excavated in the bentonite natural ground. This. The build of stone fortification. To build the stone fortifications, it was covered with clay, and a layer of rubble was poured on top in this layer. Here, this layer. A bridge was built across the ditch during its existence. This is part of the natural ground. Here it is. Which was not removed during the construction of the moat. The ditch was probably lined with marl slabs. Several of which remained on the walls in the ditch in situ. Here it is and here it is. The surface of the bridge contained several rounded shallow pits, symmetrically located on the sides on the bridge, probably from the stones that held, probably from the stones that held the wooden floor. This entrance. And this is a photo of the rest of the bridge. This is a ditch profile. This is entrance and bridge. This is bridge. Here it is a bridge, and this is ditch and profile. And some stones. And thank you for your attention.